watching CBS 8 Mornings at 6.
Another rainy start to your morning. These are videos from Kearney Mesa and Rancho Bernardo a couple of hours ago. Yeah, the road's real slick out there at one point. Thanks for joining us here at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Netta Iramport. The flood watch is actually still in effect for some parts throughout this morning, and that's in part because of the rain, of course, we got overnight. Also along our coastline, you may notice high surf. Look at these waves seen crashing against and over the seawall. Look at that dog watching on. This was Mission Beach. Yesterday morning left the boardwalk flooded, covered in wet sand. So we do want to start off with Evan Narani with a check of this forecast. Quick to move along, huh?
Very quick. I mean, 2 hours ago, we were watching showers, and in some cases, some pretty strong showers pound the coastline and inland valleys. Now look how quickly that storm has moved east. This was what we were talking about yesterday as the final push of energy out there. This was the exiting of the storm, and it really is now in Imperial County. So if we were to pause this at where we are right now, pause it right now, you can see how we have mainly dry skies from the coast all the way to your mountaintops. Just a few stray showers that are working their way out. A little bit of a closer look shows you how the last couple hours looked, but now we are back to those dry skies out there. A little bit of sun peeking through the clouds over the next hour or so, and we'll continue with partial sunshine through the day, dry into the upcoming weekend. Coming up, we'll talk about the next storm coming our way early next week. Back to you.
Evan, thank you very much. And right now, federal disaster assistance is available to people impacted by the severe storms and flooding that took place last month.
CBS 8's Regina Garita live in Mountain View, working for you here to help you navigate the FEMA application process. Regina?
Yeah, good morning, and we're trying to make it easier for you, so we'll try to break down that process for you because there's actually 3 forms to apply. You might not get or receive the funding just yet, but as long as you apply, that's the easier part. So we're going to actually show you the 3 forms. It could either be over the phone. You can call the number 1-800 number that will show you on screen. You can also choose to apply online at disasterassistance.gov or using the FEMA app. If you're applying online, you'll scroll to the bottom and look for the box titled List of Disasters, then select California and San Diego. From there, you'll be asked to share the location of your losses, and you'll check boxes from the kind of damages you suffered. You'll also be asked to confirm what caused your losses and the date of when it happened. The site will then ask you to create an account to connect with government agencies. Through the FEMA app, you'll have to fill out your personal income information, estimated losses, upload photos, and other information. They'll ask you several other questions. Now, the assistance includes grants for temporary housing and home repairs, low interest loans to cover uninsured property losses, small business loans, as well as other programs. So we did get the chance to talk to the County Emergency Services Director about navigating this application process. Take a listen.
Everything helps. So at this point, we're really excited to get some support from the government.
Yeah, and so that will be available today. But again, as long as you get that application started, that is the important part. It's definitely for those who were affected by those January storms. You can see right behind me just one of the homes that were impacted. It's boarded up. You can see it's uninhabitable at this point. So definitely the property owners at this home, they're probably looking for a federal assistance. So that is coming their way. Now, if you want more information, you can head to CBS8.com. You can click on this story. We have all the information on how to apply, as well as that website that'll direct you to that application process. That's latest here in Mountain View. Also, thanks back to you guys.
Right, that need for help clear there in Regina's live shot. Thank you so much, Regina. Stay tuned. Local Congressman Juan Vargas will join us in just a few minutes to further discuss that federal assistance that's now available for flood victims. And this morning, officials in National City exploring an emergency ordinance to ban evictions and rent increases after the flooding. Yesterday, they decided to gather more information and revisit the issue at a future meeting. But people both for and against this spoke out.
We must protect residents who are living paycheck to paycheck from the real and urgent threats of eviction, displacement, from property condemnation, and homelessness.
None of this flooding was caused by the landlords, so be careful not to inundate them with requirements that are unfair.
Right now, the county has an eviction moratorium, but that does end March 22nd. This morning, we're hearing from a woman in Golden Hill who says everything in her home was destroyed in last month's flooding. Take a look here. Her vintage clothing business was wiped out because of this. More than $100,000 of clothes and handbags had to be thrown away. They were ruined. She is most upset because she believes it all could have been prevented. Her garage flooded last year. That's when she warned the city about clogged storm drains near her home.
Because I have nothing, and it's all gone, and it's scary. I mean, I'm scared. I don't know how to go forward. I need to make sure my dogs stay happy.
So she did just file for that federal assistance, and for now she's paying to live at a hotel as she hunts for an apartment.
This morning, former Chula Vista Councilwoman Andrea Cardenas is facing an additional felony charge. Yesterday, she pleaded not guilty to defrauding the state out of unemployment insurance during the pandemic. She resigned from City Council on Monday after facing other fraud charges. City leaders are now working to address the vacancy on the council.
If you're going to appoint somebody, make sure it's somebody that from the community, from District 4. Somebody that somebody different, somebody that really cares.
A special meeting will be held next Monday to discuss the possibility of appointing an interim council member for District 4. Right now, a judge says San Diego mayoral candidate Larry Turner can run for office, at least for now. A lawsuit claimed Turner lives in El Cajon, but Turner says he moved to Ocean Beach last July. The judge says with the primary election only 2 weeks away, there's not enough time to make a decision. A trial date is set for March 29th. If Turner advances past the primary but is found to be ineligible, then whoever had the most votes behind Turner would then take his place in the general election. And coming up later this hour, here our political analysts will be joining us in studio to discuss the key issues on the ballot for Super Tuesday. Well, today a campaign is kicking off to get a sales tax in Santee on the November ballot. The tax would help pay for firefighter resources and personnel. According to the Santee Firefighter Association, the sponsor of the campaign, the fire department's response times are often double the national safety time standard. They say that is due to the fact that there's only 17 on-call firefighters and 2 outdated stations. They say a temporary sales tax would fix this issue and hope to gather enough signatures to qualify for the ballot.
Right now, Board of Supervisors Chair Nora Vargas getting ready to deliver this year's State of the County address. It's tonight at 6 o'clock. We will show it to you live on our sister station, the CW San Diego. You can also watch on CBS8.com. We'll have a live stream on it and our streaming app, CBS 8 Plus.
Well, that weather was quite active here this morning. It all kind of dumped on us, and then it was pretty much over.
And now it's nice. Like, there's clearing happening. It's amazing. So hopefully for a lot of people, they were able to stay inside and not have to deal with the crazy downpours that we dealt with.
A little pooling and ponding on the roads as we kick off the morning. You might need to slow down your speed still just because of that. But beyond it, we are dry for the rest of the day. Not only the rest of the day, but the rest of the week. So enjoy the next 12 hours, and the next several days are going to shape up in a very similar fashion. We still have that cloud cover out there, but for the most part, we're watching those clouds already break apart. So you're going to drive out to some pooling and ponding, like we said. So that may kick up some water, need windshield wipers at times if there are a lot of people on the roads with you. But there's not much falling from the sky that is left out there. What we have left, according to our models, is the possibility, maybe, of 1/10 of an inch. I'd say that's a lofty goal. We're not going to get that in most spots of the county. We have pretty much seen what we've seen, and that's where it's going to leave us for this storm. Mountains have the best expectation of a few additional showers, could culminate to maybe 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch, but even that, I'd say, is a high goal. And now our chance of wet weather for the rest of the day in downtown San Diego, 16%. An hour ago, this was up to 80%. 2 hours ago, this was up to 100% essentially. So what we are looking at now is much drier conditions for the remainder of your day. Dry conditions for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and likely even Sunday. And then that next chance for rain Monday, Tuesday. Not a great opportunity there, but it does seem like we'll still pick up on maybe 1/2 an inch to an inch of accumulating rain. Last 2 weeks of temperatures, well, they've been pretty consistent, low to mid 60s out there. Yesterday, we maxed out at 64 degrees. Today is going to be a very similar day. We should pretty much mimic those same temperatures that we saw yesterday, today. So inland, about low to mid 60s. Going to keep in that range tomorrow, few degrees warmer. Warmest day is going to come on Friday. with 70s in play, and then we'll start to see those temperatures decline with cloudy skies Saturday and Sunday, but at least dry skies in that stretch. Let's take a look at traffic. It's 6:10 on the clock right now. Show you what's going on out there in Oceanside. So this is the southbound 5 at Oceanside Boulevard. We checked in on this yesterday while it was starting to come down. Roads are still damp out there. I know there's a giant tree blocking the majority of your view here. However, we can continue to insist that you practice defensive driving out there, reduce your speeds, get over to the right hand if you're going to slow down, and then, of course, let people pass you over toward those left lanes. So just practice safe driving out there because there still have been plenty of crashes and collisions through the day yesterday and likely now into the day today. Let's check in on border wait times. 110-minute wait at the San Ysidro Port of Entry. That's nearly 2 hours you're going to be waiting. Otay Mesa Port of Entry, about an hour 20 in total. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Evan. And now we've been telling you about the federal money available to flood victims.
Up next here, Congressman Juan Vargas joining us to discuss this new assistance that's available. And as we go to break, the San Diego River Park Foundation and Think Blue are holding a cleanup along the San Diego River near the Fashion Valley Mall this Saturday. Recent rain pushed tons of trash into the river. So if you'd like to help, go to sandiegoriver.org.